Vikings now. Playoffs again, and off we go from Tampa. Fielded at the 4-yard line. Cameron Johnson to bring it back for the Buccaneers. Over the middle, brings it back out to the 35-yard line. That's where they will set up. Start on the ground. Start with Irving. There goes Bucky. Picks up 11, and that'll be a first down. Another of the guys who's been hurt a lot this season, he's back as well.
Yeah, it's great to see. They're just his whole lineup. If you're a Tampa Bay Bucs fan, this is the line. The receivers and Bucky Irving with that first carry does a nice job there finding the backside open field there and getting the first down.
Play action. Mayfield escapes for the moment and flips it out. And that is Irving, the check down man, who takes it, and that should be a
right. That's taken away. That's where Bake wanted to go, but great job of knowing where the check down is. And this is a matchup tonight that Atlanta's got to be concerned about. Not just Bucky Irving on screens, but you just check it down and give him the ball in space. We know how dangerous he can be, especially.
Mayfield has it knocked down. That's something that happens a lot with Baker. He's had more passes knocked down in the past few years than anybody in the league. That time it is LaCale London knocking it. You've seen that before. There's 110 passes knocked down since he came into the league as a rookie in 18. Second and 10. Irving. And he'll get stuffed as he crosses the line of scrimmage. That is Brandon Dorless making that stop. Third down.
Atlanta, which is what their protection. And now they got Baker Mayfield in this offense where they want him. This is where Raheem Morris, it's what he loves. Getting them to third and long and then getting creative. Whether you bring the pressure, show it, and drop, just try to confuse the offensive line.
Both these to Britt. Third down and 10. Pressure. They blitz again, and that pass is incomplete, thrown to the outside of the rookie Emeka Egbuka, who got off to a fabulous start this season, but he's
there from the nickel with D. Alford. So good job of creating that confusion and hurrying, making Baker Mayfield hurrying.
10th year in the league, longtime Bronco. Tompkins back to receive it, lets it bounce. Can they stop it before it gets into the end zone? Officials look at each other, and they do at the 1-yard line. Cameron Johnson was down there to touch it inside the 2, and that's where of coordinators. Meanwhile, that ball was touched at the 6-yard line first when they took a look at it again, so it comes out to the 6 and not the 2, and that's where they start here out of the pistol. With the ball handed off on first down to Bijan Robinson.
Well, Kirk Cousins takes over for Michael Penix, who went down with an ACL and went down back in early November. Cousins steps in, and of course we know about him. He had the Achilles when he came over in week 8 in 23 when he came from Minnesota over to Atlanta. And Michael Penix, the rookie, took over late last year, kind of won the job.
Well, he was going to be the mentor for Penix and was last year until the final 3 games of the season when Michael took over. Nice hole here and exploited, and that'll be a first down. Robinson leading the league in yards from scrimmage. Moves the sticks.
A good job by Chris Lidstrom, the right guard, 63. You see Charlie Warner coming in, picks up another nice block. Watch 63 right here, the right hole, 89. Warner gets up to that linebacker, and they just open that hole up. And if you're defending Bijan Robinson, the backside has as much to do with it.
Lindstrom highly touted when he came out of Boston College. #1 draft pick of this team 7 years ago. Meanwhile, that pass is caught up at the 30-yard line. He goes to Kyle Pitts, the big tight end, now in his 5th season. Another first-round pick. He was the 4th overall pick.
Down tonight. They've got to be able to obviously step up in his pass game.
Jamel Dean is shaken up on the play, and they're going to walk him over to the Tampa Bay sideline, take him out of the game. There he is, flexing that right arm.
He took the hit and all that weight from Kyle Pitts, all his momentum. After that catch, he connected right there with Dean.
Yeah, Pitts at 6'6" and 250 pounds.
Right, Pitts had enough time to get his head down, protect himself, and just right there on that right shoulder on Jamel Dean.
So Dean is out. Jacob Parrish, 3rd round pick, comes into the game. Ball is at the 30-yard line. First down. Robinson. Both running backs tonight. The key running backs wearing number 7. Logan Hall makes that stop. Gain of 4.
I know the Falcons aren't having a year that keeps them in the mix to make a run, but I think Raheem Morris would tell you pretty quickly, and I think anybody who watches this all, Bijan Robinson has really established himself out of Texas in his 3rd year as one of the premier backs in the NFL. Not just running the ball, getting better and better in this outside zone run game, but of course 56 receptions on the year. He and Christian McCaffrey, Jahmyr Gibbs, the best that there is.
Check it over to Robinson. There he is, down the sideline he goes, and that'll be a first down from the lead arbiter, Mr. Carl Cheffers. Get the call. The Falcons are already going back.
For 39% of their team's offense.
There's a good backup as well in Tyler Algier. See plenty of him tonight. Speaking of Algier, on cue, up to the 46 gain of 3.
Yeah, that's as good a tandem as you're going to see, and they both do it very differently.
And I just got to say, we are very happy to be in Tampa in December with all the weather that's going on around the country. I'll tell you who really likes it. Fitz was fishing today. That's how much fun he has on the road.
Snuck off for a little bit, but we caught some. Whit decided not to get in the boat with me, which I didn't really understand.
I wasn't interested in sheep's head. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no sheep's head. Redfish, too.
Well, we have got a good game here. Fitz, I want to start with you as our former Buck, of course. Tampa Bay started off. Yes, Sherm, I know you also played for Tampa Bay, in case anyone at home forgot that. Okay, so the Bucks, they started 5-1, but they've struggled lately. They're still tied atop that division. How do they get back on the winning track tonight?
Well, let's just say who's playing tonight. Kate Otten's going to be out. Ben Bredesen went on IR. He's going to be out. Tristan Wirfs is back. And they get the cavalry back at receiver. You see Mike Evans there. Jalen McMillan will be in the lineup.
We've got to stop the run tonight, obviously. It starts with Bijan Robinson. The Bucs defense has to stop the run, but they also have to limit the explosive. We talked about the last time we saw Kirk Cousins go against this defense, 500 yards passing. And this isn't necessarily the same offense, but you got to be wary of that. So expect Todd Bowles to bring the run game in to put pressure on Kirk Cousins.
All right, well, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup, shall we? Presented by 1,500 yards and 14 touchdowns. That includes a 509-yard performance last season on Thursday Night Football. Then, of course, he had the You Like That game 10 years ago. So Tony, Cousins and the Falcons will be without Drake London straight game due to that knee injury. What is the plan for them tonight?
Well, you guys have already touched on it. Bijan Robinson, everybody knows what he can do. Him and Jahmyr Gibbs is the best dual backs in the NFL. But without Drake London, like you said, Kyle Pitts, this is a contract year for him. He is 6'6", 250 pounds. This guy was the highest drafted tight end in NFL history. He's got 1 touchdown, okay? That's ridiculous. He has all the ability in the world. They need to use him and use him often. 10 to 15 targets, get him going so he can do some damage in that secondary.
What up, baby? Love you.
Coach Guy Whit.
That's my guy right there.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, look at it. The other side of the football there, Tony, you're talking about with Atlanta. Let's remember, last year, one of the things they were able to do, attack this Tampa Bay defense in the middle of the field. Kyle Pitts had 2 touchdowns last year when they played here. But to me, when you ask what are the Falcons here to play for, talking to Bijan Robinson, he kind of mentioned it. We got a chance to spoil the Bucs season. The Bucs have won 4 division titles in a row. But here's the thing. Tonight, this series, all time, it's 32-32. So this is about pride tonight. Who wants to say they got the most wins in the all-time series? Go for 30.